welcome to Cornwell Garage. My name is Ben Cornwell, and this video series starts right now. All right, well, I'm very excited to get this series going. As some of you may know, I have a bad head gasket on the 22RE in my 4Runner. I bought this motor off Marketplace maybe a year ago just to have a spare, and wouldn't you know it, now I need one. I probably could just throw a head gasket on the 4Runner right now and it'll be fine, but I really want to build an Ultimate 22RE for my 4Runner. And I put quotes on Ultimate because it's not really going to be the best at everything. It's not going to be the most powerful, it's not going to be the most reliable, but it's going to be exactly what I want. And when I say that, I mean it's a balance of the power and the reliability. Because in reality, if you want the most reliable 22RE out there, you build a stock one and you leave it alone. A totally stock 22RE is a great motor and it's reliable. You need to do a timing chain every 100K and you need to watch the temperatures and it's going to be good to you. A really powerful 22RE would be really fun for the 4Runner, considering it's probably got 80, 90 horse after all those years and miles. But I would prefer to just have somewhere in the middle. I want to be able to beat on it and have it reliable. Somewhere in the middle, you know? So to do that, I'm going to go through 22reperformance.com, I think it is. Jim Putney is the owner. They're out of Chico, California. I mean, this isn't news to a lot of you. So I've been watching his website for years. He's got a great following with 22RE owners. He's got a great reputation. And what I want to do is call him up and tell him exactly what I want and just buy those parts. Personally, what I know what I want right now is a balanced crank. It doesn't need to be a forged aftermarket one, but I do want a balanced one. I'd like some new rods and pistons in this guy. I want to buy a head just right off of his website. I think it's called like a Stage 1. It's got like better valve springs. I think it's probably got stock size valves, and then it's got a cam in it. Not a whole lot of power adders or anything changed. It'll probably be the stock intake manifold. Nothing changed there. No tuning. Stock injectors. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. We might put a nice air intake on this guy, but it'll have the LCE header that I already have on the 4Runner. So power number wise, if you're curious, I think if I got 150 to 170 in that range, that's in reality about a 50% increase over a stock 22RE, and that'll be very noticeable in that 4Runner. So with that, my goal tonight is to just tear it down to the point where I can measure the bore of one of the cylinders and measure one of the pistons, because I'd like to call Jim tomorrow and hear his thoughts and order some parts. And I want to make sure that this is still a stock motor and not like a 20 over. It's always a gamble when you buy something used, and I'll take you guys along with me. We're going to see what's going on the inside and measure this stuff up. It'll be a pretty short, sweet video. So let's get going on this. We're going to take the top off, see what's going on here. We'll drop the oil plug, see if there's any oil left in it. And then we're going to get this head off, spin it over, and then take out piston number 1 and start measuring. It doesn't have a lot of oil in it. Okay, while that's draining, I'm going to take off this valve cover. Always watch the bolt. You'll never find it if you don't. If you ever get stuck taking one of these off, as these get older, these guys right here, they get threads for some reason. When you buy them brand new, they just push on. over time and heat cycles, eventually they get threaded. So you need to spit them out. Usually you can do this by hand. This valve cover is not supposed to be super tight. So the grand reveal. It's kind of crusty. Gasket feels pretty all right. Everything looks dry. Some plastic guides in here. It's had a timing chain done before, and the only reason I know that is it says USA on the front. None of these parts in this motor are supposed to be USA. I see some just kind of general crustiness. Personally, it looks like whoever owned this probably wasn't super good about on-time oil changes. Usually they're a little bit cleaner. We are not reusing these. I don't really see anything gross on this camshaft. We'll take out the famous hidden bolt into our timing cover. Chains wore a big mark in this head. I'll show you. All right, I got this over on the bench. You can kind of see the damage from someone letting a timing chain go too far. Here is the top gear I took out, and it says USA. Personally, I always use an OSK kit. And I make sure it's got the metal timing guides on it. I think it's just a better product, and they're not that expensive. And if you're gonna do all the time and work and do a timing chain, I mean, maybe a shop did this, but I think you're spending like an extra 50, 60 bucks. I mean, just get yourself quality parts. Don't put crap on these old things. If you're only doing it every 100,000 miles, why cheap out? Now here's something else I want to show you guys. See if I can get a top down. Now I think this is what you call a rod knock issue. You can hear something in there. But if you notice, I don't know how well that camera is going to pick up on it. But number one takes, watch these three move and this one not move at all. And then you can hear a little knock. And then it moves. Hopefully nothing's junk, but let's turn it over and find out what's going on. Gross. There is a lot of sludge. Holy metal. Look at this, guys. Okay. Whoops. That's crazy. See, I'm grabbing this over here, nothing. That's toast. I'm not seeing any touching on the cylinder wall at the second. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna take this crank completely out tonight because I think I gotta take apart a whole lot. The goal is to just check the bore, check the pistons and see if this is original. There's no bearing. It's literally all pieces. All right, here is number 4. Some rust from sitting outside. Just some light scoring. Hopefully I didn't buy this motor for nothing. Now the question is, what size is the bore here? According to what I found, 92 millimeter or 3.622 is factory. This isn't the most precise tool ever, but it should give us a really good idea. 91.8. I think this is a factory block. This wasn't a total waste. We have a head for a core. All right, so that is gonna be it for tonight. That's as much as I'm gonna tear this down. Or with that, good night, guys, and let's get to the next chunk of this video. Okay guys, I've got the block and the head all torn down and I'm gonna get it loaded. I'm gonna call this video to an end right here. I'm gonna get these off to the machine shop, get them worked on, get it worked over. And when we're back on this series, I'll be putting this all together. And then maybe the third video might be putting it in, get it going into the 4Runner. But if you guys want to follow this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps the channel out big time, lets me know what you guys like. And I can't wait to get this into the 4Runner and get it back on the road again. Thanks.